Hey guys, what's going on? Happy New Year. Boats, Cars, and Cigars here. Let's do a update video. February 2022. Here's my boat. Got it all shrink wrapped last year and winterized. Haven't really been in it a whole lot, checking on it. I got the flap open there and the shrink wrap. There's the arch going way up. Let's go inside. Give everything a look. Up the ladder here. So this is a 1997 Silverton 310 Express. Silverton's the make, 310 Express is the model. 310 represents the footage of the boat, the length, but really, once you add the swim platform and the pulpit, the bow pulpit, it's 32 feet overall, so pretty much 31 feet. 310 Express. We're standing in the cockpit right now. This is where all the passengers sit usually. There's some seating. Standing on one of the floor hatches. There's the engine room down there. Give you a peek of that. Back here, we have the swim platform, some extra fenders, arch that goes up. There's a speaker I put in, bimini, navigation lights, TV antenna, things like that. Let's open this hatch. We can show you the engines. These are here we go. These are 350 Mercruiser engines. I got two of them in the boat, 260 horsepower each. Boat moves along really well with these engines in it. I've had it up to an honest 40 miles an hour at wide open throttle, and at cruising RPM, which is I cruise about 3,200 RPM. The boat does 26, 27 miles an hour. On a really nice day, no chop, 28 miles an hour cruise. So you know what, that works for me. We also have, I keep X spare oil. My trim pumps are in the corners. The batteries are out of the boat right now, and I do have this access hatch out so I could winterize the air conditioning system. So there's the two power plants that push this boat through the water. Let me close this hatch back up. Again, another shot of the cockpit. Let's go over to the helm. This is where I sit when I run the boat. So let me uncover this. Here's your gauges. This is all the controls to run and operate the boat. This is the steering wheel. I'm not going to take that cover off. Just a steering wheel. Here's the Raytheon electronics, the navigation stuff. Here's all the gauges that you need. Each engine has its own set of gauges. So obviously you have the port and the starboard. Each engine has its own tack, temperature, oil pressure, volts, blah 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 blah. Just like in a car, you have to monitor your engines and see what temperature, RPM they're running at all the time. Here's your controls. You have your port and your starboard throttle controls. You have the trim switches. Each outdrive has its own trim switch. This is shift and throttle, so you're able to maneuver the boat and push the boat through the water. Right now it's in neutral. If I were to pull these back, that'd be reverse. Neutral, push them one click forward, it's in forward. And then the further you push them, the faster the boat goes, RPM wise. All your switches, your control panel there, and compass. And yeah, this is the view you have sitting behind the windshield as you're running the boat. A lot of times I stand. From here, you can kind of see how cool the shrink wrap is. I pay a company to come out and do this. It's really, really neat. They basically put a web. They use this, you can almost hear it's like a guitar string type. They go around with this flat string, and they make like a web of the whole boat. You can see here's one there, and they web out the whole boat, and then they drape the shrink wrap over, and then they hit it with the gun, and actually when they hit it with the torch, it actually tightens up. And this thing looks like the space shuttle when it's sitting here, and it just keeps the sun, the snow, the rain off the boat. I could be in here working. I mean, I'm not the tallest guy, but there's tons of headroom in here. I could do whatever kind of work I want on the boat all year round. I don't have to worry about getting wet. Let's go take a look in the cabin. Now, when we go down into the cabin, you might say to yourself, oh man, this guy's a slob. He's got his boat a mess. Because, you notice that all the cabinets are open and the hatches are open. That's what you want. When you winterize a boat, especially when it's shrink wrapped, for the wintertime, you want everything in here to breathe, okay? These cabins do hold a little bit. You see there's a couple hatches, right, in the ceiling, and the cabins do hold a little bit of heat or a little bit of coolness. So you want everything to breathe. I had my last boat, and I didn't do it a couple times on my last boat, and I started getting kind of moldy. So you want everything to breathe. You want airflow, good air quality. You could see, it's hard to see, and I'll make another video in the spring, but you can see I have a wraparound couch right here, and like I said, it is kind of messy because I had to take some things out. Don't worry. I'm kind of anal when it comes to this stuff, but here's my heat and AC unit underneath. There's a controller for it, tons and tons of cabinet space. Another cabinet there, flat screen TV, stereo, DVD player in there. There's your control panel for AC, DC electronics. The boat has a 12-volt system and a 120-volt system for when you're plugged in at the dock. Here's the bathroom. Again, everything's open and kind of looks sloppy, but that's the way you have to do it. You got to leave everything open. Refrigerator. Here's the galley. There's all my drawers. Got the sink there. Microwave. All just storage up in here. Stove. Did I already say refrigerator? Anyway, there's a refrigerator. Coming up to here, here's the V-berth closet where I just keep extra life vests, things like that. Here's my daughter's toys that she wins when we go out, when we go to the boardwalk and things like that. And then here in the back is an aft bed. That is, again, super sloppy right now. You know, don't worry, in another month, I usually gut this whole thing. Everything gets washed, everything gets cleaned. I'm going to make another video in another month or so, give you an update on, you know, when the weather breaks. Let's go back up from the cabin back into the cockpit. Give you another view of the cockpit, all the seating. This boat seats a lot of people. I have a ton of fun on it. There's a view of the front of the boat with the shrink wrap. We have a lot of fun. This has been a great boat to me. This will be my 6th season with it. Little wet bar there for making cocktails with a little cutting board. But like, again, the boat's 32 feet long. It's 11.5 feet wide. 260 horsepower on those twin 350 Mercruiser Marine engines. And she gets up and goes pretty well. And you know what? Believe it or not, I know it's kind of crazy to say it, but for what it is, it's actually pretty fuel efficient. I don't complain a whole lot about fuel on this boat. I mean, it's a boat. I get it. It's not going to be that great on fuel, but, you know, I really don't find myself at the fuel dock that often. This boat, for what it is, for its size, it's pretty efficient. I can't complain. That's it for the boat. Not my car trailer, disregard that, but in my tent there on my property sits my 1990 Coupe de Ville. I'll have to make a video on that pretty soon. I think that snuck into another video I have on this channel. And then over here is my pickup truck. I'll have to do a video on that too. So thanks for tuning in. If there's anybody out there watching, hopefully I could do some editing, take some classes, get a little bit better at that. Who knows if this channel will ever actually become anything, but thanks for watching if you're watching. And if you're interested in this kind of thing, let me know in the comments, send me some messages, and I'll do some more videos on the boat, definitely. Once I get it in the water, get it unwrapped, and maybe I'll do some polishing videos, waxing videos, how to take care of the fiberglass. But for now, that's it. Just trying to wait out the cold weather here in the Northeast, and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.